We're now going to have a look at some of the advanced text tools that are available in Easiteach Next Generation. Now, I happen to have got this page ready, and we're going to use two tools on this page. The first one is the Close Procedure tool, and the second one is a word wallet. So in order to do that, the text tools have to be activated by clicking on the A, the uppercase, lowercase a, and then look for this symbol, the T. So there it is. And once you've clicked on it, you then go up and select words. And whichever word you click on, it is removed from the text. So this is a great time saver in terms of producing closed procedures. Remember that these pages can be printed. And let's click on that one. Alright, so I've taken out some words at random really. Now those words have not disappeared. They've gone into a word wallet, and the word wallet symbol is here. So let's click on the word wallet, and there it is. The word wallet is attached to the page, so it's like having a little word bank. Now you can either remove the words and replace them directly, so you can put them straight back, or if you want to, you can take the words out and put them underneath to be dragged in later. If they appear to be a little bit small when they come out, just select them and then make the font a bit bigger. So make it say 20. Make it a bit bigger than that. Oh, a bit bigger still. 36. Okay, good. And you could change the color if you wanted to. So you can set your page up for whatever kind of closed procedure you want to do, whatever kind of activity you choose to do with your class. And remember that that can be saved. Even if I cancel the word wallet, it does remain on the page, so I can bring it back. You can also add words to the word wallet as well, and randomize means jumble them up so they're not in the order that they were taken out of the text. So that's the close, which is a great tool there. Now let's zip forward. I'm going to show you split screen. Split screen is not in the text tools, but it is useful if you're using text. So to find the split screen, you click on the Easiteach symbol here, the E menu, and it pops up with this list. You then go to View Modes, and you've got a choice here. Split screen's the second one down, so go Split Screen, and it will display two pages at the same time. If you click on one, it lights it up. Alright, so that's quite a useful function there, and I'm going to go back to a full page. So we go View Modes, go back to what we call Edit Mode, which is a full screen, and we'll zip past that one. Now, built into Easiteach is electronic voice, so when you actually install the program, it will ask you which voices you want to install. The English voice is the default, and you are allowed to choose another language to go in. You've got a selection like European languages are in there. In fact, there's quite a long list, so have a look when you install the program. Let's have a go. So we're going to look for this symbol, which is text to speech. So if I click on it here, the choices are at the top one to read the whole paragraph, the middle one to do individual words. So let's do the top one and then click on the first word.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. The 3 little pigs lived in a little cottage in the woods.
There we go. That was British Rachel. As I say, there are other voices in there. There's Zara, this is a German voice. There's also Antonio, which is a Spanish voice, and there's also an Italian voice. Chiara, it's the Italian voice, and there's French voice as well. If you wanted to just read individual words, so maybe if you're doing some words, some like sight words, go down and click on the individual word and then
tail, pig, ears, snout, trotters.
So if children are working on the board or using the board, they can actually be touching on these words, and if they touch on the word in that mode, it will read the word to them.
Ears.
So I think that
Snout.
could be a very useful tool with early readers, but also English children that have English as a second language. So these pages can be made up. Let's go forward. The next page is a punctuation tool. This allows you to remove punctuation or remove capitals from the text. So what we're going to do first is to copy the whole thing by selecting it, going to the accelerator menu and going to duplicate, and I'm just going to drag that down, because what I want to do is to take the punctuation out of one of these and leave the other one complete. So let's work on the top one. Select the top piece of text, go down and have a look for these two symbols. Now at the moment I can't see them, and that's because they've not been used recently. So click on the little button in the middle and there they are. Alright, so let's take out remove punctuation, and we'll go for, you can take it out a little bit at a time, so you can take that bit. Let's go for, alright, full stops. Full stops are out. In fact, we'll take the whole lot. So we've now got an unpunctuated sentence. I'll leave the capital letters in for the moment, and I just want to return to the voice, and let's just see how the voice copes without the punctuation. So we need to go and find the speaker. So this is Rachel reading with punctuation.
Kangaroos belong to a group of marsupials called macropods, which means great-footed animals. Macropods have strong back legs with long feet.
Okay, and then straight away without.
Kangaroos belong to a group of marsupials called macropods, which means great-footed animals. Macropods have strong back legs with long feet.
Okay, very useful teaching tool. I've had suggestions from teachers, for example, using some of the children's own work and trying to work out where the full stops should go or do belong. Great, because all this can be edited, so you can add things into it, make changes to it, but the voice will read the text. You can also remove the capitals in the same way, so highlight the text like so, go down to the tools, we're looking for, there it is, we've just taken out the capital letters. Alright. Okay, I mentioned earlier on about the text box. One of the advantages of a text box is that if you put text inside it and highlight the text box or select it, you can minimize the text. So if you had a story or a poem or a longer piece of text that you wanted to just reveal a little bit at a time, all right, you can do that, or you can go down a line at a time. All right, so very good for predicting, maybe, you know, looking at beginning, middle and ending of a story, but you could also contain a lot of text in there, and it doesn't have to be visible straight away until you actually open it up. All right. So on the next page, I'll show you how to copy and paste into a text box. So I'm going on to an empty page now. Let's go to the T in the corner and we'll click on text box. There's our text box, and I'm going to need to get some text, so let's use this one again. So this is from Word. Control C, go back, let's make the text box on that page. So we'll go to T. There we are. And then Control V. And in it comes. Now, as you can see, it's coming rather small. That's okay, because I'm just going to go across it and highlight it. And then we'll make it bigger here. So let's make it, say, 48. And that's perfect, because now I can reveal the whole thing, or I can minimize it right up. So I think if you're just typing captions or short sentences, you can just type them in on the page. If you want to actually include larger pieces of text, then use the text box. There we go. Okay, now if we just go back to the text tools again, there is a spell checker in there, so that works the same as Word. There's also a highlighter, so you can highlight words, and this symbol here gives you mathematical symbols, languages, and punctuation that you can just drag out. So your math symbols, if you wanted, say, the $sign, you could just drag onto the page. Cents. So it's like a little bank there, very useful. And I was going to show you one more in here, which is the table. So you can insert a table into the program by clicking on the table. Just work out how many rows and columns you want. So I'll have a 3 by 3. All right, and press enter. So I'm going to go to the table. I'll have a 3 by 3 and then double click, and then your table comes out. You can actually make it thinner and wider, and if you double click in the box, so then you can type. Or you can put numbers in it, and again that can be moved around, so you can select and move that around. So okay, so those are what they call the advanced text tools and typing, and all of those are very very good for being. You can use your own resources and bring them into the program. So those are all the text. Those are all the text tools. There's a lot of really neat tools there, and hopefully you can see ways that you can include your own resources into the program and work on them interactively in the classroom.